The Book of Five Rings, written by Miyamoto Musashi in 17th-century Japan, is a celebrated study of conflict that has transcended the martial arts and become a source of insight for individuals in a range of fields. While Musashi was renowned as a swordsman, his text delves deeper into the mindset of the warrior, exploring what it takes to achieve victory in the face of opposition. Musashi's own experiences as a warrior inform the text, as he fought and won 60 duels before his retirement. In his final years, he retreated to a mountain cave to compose the Book of Five Rings, which has since become a classic in the study of strategy and tactics. The book is divided into 5 sections, each focusing on a different aspect of conflict: the ground, water, fire, wind, and void. Musashi's insights are not limited to the martial arts, but extend to the realms of philosophy, politics, and business. His teachings on the importance of remaining calm in the face of opposition, of adapting to changing circumstances, and of mastering one's own mind and body, are as relevant today as they were in 17th-century Japan. The Book of Five Rings has been studied by a range of individuals, from philosophers and politicians to athletes and business leaders. Its teachings on the nature of confrontation have proven to be a valuable resource for anyone seeking to navigate conflict in their personal or professional life. In conclusion, Miyamoto Musashi's The Book of Five Rings is a timeless study of the mindset required to achieve victory in the face of conflict. Its insights have transcended the martial arts and become a valuable resource for individuals in a range of fields. Whether you are a swordsman, an athlete, a politician, or a business leader, Musashi's teachings on the importance of mastering one's mind and adapting to changing circumstances remain as relevant today as they were centuries ago. Idea 1. Miyamoto Musashi and the Samurai Ethos. Miyamoto Musashi was a renowned swordsman and samurai who lived in Japan during a period marked by power struggles, rivalries, and civil wars. As the samurai class grew more ambitious, military dictators known as shoguns emerged and held real power. In the early 17th century, Tokugawa Ieyasu established a new centralized state with its capital in Edo and disarmed his rivals, resulting in large numbers of unemployed samurai. Many of them became ronin or wanderers, including Musashi. As a swordsman, Musashi was undefeatable, having won all of the 60 duels he fought between the ages of 13 and 30. He was not exceptionally skilled or fast, but he had a way of focusing on what was essential and discarding everything inessential. This pragmatism was one of his defining traits, and it was evident in his teaching and writing. Musashi spent his final days meditating on his life and recording his thoughts in a sacred cave devoted to Kannon, the compassionate deity in Japanese Buddhism who guides deceased souls into paradise. The result of his life's final labor was a manuscript called The Book of Five Rings, which distilled his insights into the nature of conflict and strategy. Musashi's legacy endures not only in Japan but far beyond his own place and time. Idea 2. Musashi's philosophy of swordsmanship, winning over dying. The samurai culture had various schools of swordsmanship that claimed to possess the true way of the warrior. These schools were founded by individuals who claimed to have been enlightened by gods or demons who revealed secret stances and styles of cutting opponents down. However, the followers of these schools settled their disputes by fighting duels. Despite their differences, these schools shared a common philosophy that drew from the samurai culture. According to this philosophy, a warrior's purpose was to serve his master, and dying while fighting for the clan was the highest good. However, Musashi, a legendary swordsman, disagreed with this philosophy. Musashi believed that the warrior's true purpose was not to die but to excel others in all aspects of life, including defeating opponents. He argued that the warrior should distinguish himself by overcoming his opponents and always seeking to win. Musashi believed that the connection between excellence and victory had been forgotten by many schools of swordsmanship, which taught showy techniques that were useless in a real fight. Musashi emphasized that every role in life has its own distinctive purpose or way. For example, the doctor's way is to heal the sick, the carpenter's way is to organize materials for human use, and the Buddhist's way is to help people discover the nature of reality. Similarly, the warrior's way is to excel others in all he does, which includes defeating enemies. Musashi's philosophy of swordsmanship emphasized the practical use of the sword in defeating enemies rather than dying for the clan. He believed that wielding a sword without knowing how to use it to cut down an enemy was meaningless theater. Musashi preferred the plain flower, which develops into a fruit, over the beautiful flower, which withers on the branch. Idea 3. The Way of the Warrior, Fluidity and Zen Buddhism. In Japanese Buddhist thought, water represents all fluid, flowing, and formless things. Water is always water, but it can take on different shapes, following the form of the container into which it's poured. This concept is applied to the warrior's mindset in Musashi's teachings. The true warrior moves like water. He responds to what's in front of him and adapts to his situation. To attain such fluidity, the warrior must bring the same everyday mindset to battles as he does to other parts of his life. Musashi's teachings are rooted in Zen Buddhism, which teaches that the everyday mind is the true way. Zen Buddhism holds that outstanding or exceptional states of mind are unnatural and unsustainable, requiring a tautness of mind that runs against the grain of human psychology. The everyday mindset, on the other hand, is natural and intuitive, making it more reliable in stressful situations such as battle. The swordsman must train until his movements become second nature, as natural as walking or sleeping. This way, he can use his techniques effortlessly and respond to his opponent's movements without great thought. The swordsman must be attentive to his situation, and his body will follow effortlessly. In this way, the warrior can achieve fluidity and responsiveness, like water in a container. Idea 4. The Psychological Warfare of a Duel, How Emotions Can Determine the Outcome. In Japanese swordsmanship, a duel wasn't just a physical contest, but also a psychological battle between the minds of the two opponents. The legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi understood this well and believed that battles could be won or lost based on psychological factors. Musashi's own experience in a famous duel against his greatest rival, Sasaki Kojiro, demonstrated the importance of psychological warfare. Musashi intentionally arrived late for the duel, causing Sasaki to wait in the hot sun in his heavy ceremonial dress. Musashi's crude wooden sword, longer than Sasaki's, also served to undermine his opponent's confidence. Sasaki's anger clouded his thinking, and he was defeated psychologically before the duel even began. Musashi believed that emotions belonged to the realm of fire, the third element out of which all things are composed. He wrote in his fire scroll that many things can agitate us, including a feeling of danger, the feeling that something is beyond our capacity, or the unexpected. Musashi advised that these sources of agitation are worth studying deeply, as they can be used to knock an enemy off balance. Ultimately, Musashi taught that victory in a duel, or any battle, comes from devising difficulties for your opponent and waging psychological warfare effectively. By understanding and manipulating emotions and psychology, a warrior could emerge victorious even against a technically superior opponent. Summary. For a warrior, achieving victory is the ultimate goal, whether it's on the battlefield or in everyday life. But how does one attain this level of success? According to renowned samurai warrior Miyamoto Musashi, the answer lies in mindset and understanding your opponent's psychology. For Musashi, the warrior's defining trait is a will to excel in everything. This means not only physical strength and skill with weapons, but also mental agility and flexibility. By understanding your enemy's psychology, you can anticipate their moves and respond quickly and effectively to every conflictual situation you encounter. To achieve this level of mastery, it's important to remain fluid and adaptable. Being rigid in your thinking can lead to missed opportunities or even defeat. Instead, a warrior must be open-minded and constantly learning, adapting to the ever-changing circumstances around them. The ability to read and understand an opponent's psychology is crucial. By studying their behavior and reactions, you can gain insight into their strengths and weaknesses. This knowledge can then be used to create strategies that will put you in the best possible position to achieve victory. But it's not just about studying your opponent. Musashi believed that a warrior must also understand their own psychology and be in control of their emotions. Emotions, he wrote, belong to the realm of fire and can be both a source of strength and weakness. By mastering your emotions and remaining calm under pressure, you can maintain a clear head and make sound decisions in the heat of battle. In essence, the warrior's mindset is about achieving excellence in all aspects of life through a deep understanding of psychology and a willingness to adapt to changing circumstances. By studying yourself and your opponents, remaining fluid and adaptable, and staying in control of your emotions, you can become a true master of your craft and achieve victory in any situation. Now, thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And in case you want to buy the book, use the link in the description. Trust me, you won't regret it.